Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing a video on DLC. Before I go into this video, I'll quickly, hopefully, explain what DLC is, if for those of you who aren't aware of what DLC is. So obviously it's a video game related thing, or this video is about something that is related to the video game industry. If you're not aware, I do other stuff than just Doctor Who stuff. I sometimes do video game related things, and this is one of those. So if you're finding me for the first time, and that, don't be like, oh, he's doing something different, you know, I know that I'm doing something different, and yeah. Anyway, DLC, what is it? It stands for downloadable content, which most of the time, or the bad DLC, is definitely content that should have been in the game. So, like, let's imagine this is the game, and then you just go like this and just plop it somewhere else. But then you go, you know this, what I just took out of the game? You can have it, but for X amount of money. But as most actual gamers, like myself, who have brains, say, well, developers, that content should have been in the game already, you know, and that, but they're all like, oh, but DLC is the future, blah 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 blah, and all that, and all this crap. Yeah, they just spiel out loads of shit that they think we're gonna buy, you know, like, oh, well, we're expanding the life of the game. Well, no, you're not. You kind of are, but you're not really, because you're just going, okay, so we've finished all this, what can we take out to get more money? So then we can use that money maybe, you know, ramp up the next game. But you shouldn't need that, you know, the money we give you should be enough to make the next game and whatnot. So, you know, and then you've even got people who like, not so much casual gamers, but are kind of intelligent, but not like really, really into gaming, and really intelligent gamers and stuff, like the middle kind of class of gamers. I'm not saying that I'm like an upper class gamer or something, like, I'm not saying that I'm like a hardcore gamer, I'm just saying that unlike casual gamers, I won't be fooled as much, and the middle kind of gamer, which are these kind of gamers who play like Assassin's Creed, Splinter Cell, and stuff like that, but then still, and Call of Duty and FIFA and all that crap, but then still, and then still buy into DLC and will defend it and will argue with people like myself and some of my friends and be like, oh, well, DLC is good because it's you know, making the longevity of the game longer and all that. But I'm like, you know, trying to say until I'm blue in the face, you know, but it's not. It's content that should have been in the game from the get-go, you know, and they honestly, the other people honestly think that the developers are then going back, or some of the developers are going back to that old game and developing for it. No, they're not. Let's be honest, when a video game developer finishes on a project, they move on to the next one as soon as. They don't start thinking about what they've done in the past, you know. So, okay, so bad DLC, there is a lot of it. There's a lot of crappy DLC. We'll save the best till last, the actual positive side of DLC, but there's so much shitty stuff. Ubisoft do a bit of shitty DLC, you know, stuff like for Assassin's Creed, clothing and skins and crap like that, you know, alternative costumes and like uniforms and whatnot. That technically I would like to think should have been in the game. Weaponry, stuff like that. Capcom are the most well known for milking DLC, and i.e. what I mean by that is like literally, like they will literally make you buy so much more extra stuff for like one game. It's unbelievable. Like, for example, there's this one green character with like massive like flaming yellow blonde hair even, in Street Fighter 4, I've forgotten his name, but like, to get alternative colours of him, you have to pay £1 per colour, or $1 if you're in America, but $1 if you're in America or whatever, but and that is ludicrous. That is absolute bullcrap. That is just abysmal. Yeah, for example, another Capcom game, another Capcom fighting game, Capcom vs Marvel 3, yeah, the Ultimate Edition. What's the difference? they've got added characters. Well, technically, those characters should have been in the first game, you know, because then that would have made it a bigger game, a better game. But apparently, it's ethically right to just sell one game that's inferior at full retail price for X amount of time, and then expect people to buy the exact same game at full retail again a few months later down the line because it's got added characters. No, Capcom, that is absolutely bullcrap. Okay, good DLC. Good DLC. Red Dead Redemption and Dead Nightmares. It's basically a reskin of the first game, but don't let that fool you. The story is actually altered and changed to suit the aesthetic, so it is actually a different game. It's not like ultimate version of Capcom versus Marvel 3 Ultimate Edition. It's not like that. Yeah, it's a good version. It's Undead Nightmares, so there's like a zombie version of the main character, zombie horse, and it's all very good. Mario Kart DLC, good DLC. It actually makes you want to play the game again more, and then there's 6 new characters. One of them's Link, which is mind-boggling because that's never happened in a Mario Kart game before. So now we have Nintendo character from another franchise in a Mario Kart game. That's like massive. That's like mind-blowing, you know. You've got X amount of new tracks. You've got alternative. If you pre-order it now, which I have, you get alternative like colours to Yoshi and Shy Guy. You get like 9 different colours for each one. So that's 2 9s are. I have no idea. You can figure that one out. Anyway, what else? What else is good DLC? I can't think of any other good DLC. Time DLC. Now that is also bullcrap. Time DLC, in my opinion, is like even worse than normal DLC. So what is Time DLC? That in itself is slightly different, I guess. It's basically like saying, okay, you can buy this added content, but you can only have it for X amount of time. And this added content can be as little as a fucking hat. That is ridiculous. Like a hat for a character, for Joel in The Last of Us, in a multiplayer. Yeah, okay, it's only like 50p, or if you're American, 50 cents. Yeah, but you can only have it for like that one day, and then you've got to pay another, and another, and another. That's like, 50p. That's like £2 for 4 days spent on a virtual hat. That is ridiculous, if you ask me, man. That is absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe people the developers get away with crap like that. But, you know, okay, 4 days, 3 or 4 quid or whatever I said it was, 50p, £2 for 4 days, that is still ridiculous. That's like, I just don't get it. Anyway, yeah, that's my stance on DLC. Comment below what you think about DLC and Time DLC, whether or not you think it's a good thing, a bad thing. You don't have to agree with me. You can counter my opinion and say, well, I think DLC is good because of this, and this, you know. I have bought DLC. I don't really support it a lot. I've bought some DLC, but personally, DLC that I think is definitely worth buying. So, because it is actually good DLC. The Mario Kart 8 DLC is going to be good. It's added characters, added carts, and added maps or tracks. So it's like lots of stuff they've actually added to the game. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.